My name is Tom Biernacki, and I'm going to show you the top 5 right here, guaranteed ways to get rid of outside of the foot pain. So right here, you got your pinky toe, your tailor's bunion, your outside of the foot, your styloid process, and the outside of your ankle, and even outside the plantar fascia. So keep watching, and we're going to show you how to get better today. The most common causes are, number 1, fifth toe pain. So when you look at this guy right here, the fifth toe, it's a little toe right here. It takes a lot of damage. So it can very easily get squished up against the side of your shoe, squeeze against the fourth toe. You can get tailor's bunion problems. You can get fifth metatarsal problems. And this bump right here, everybody worries about this. This is the styloid process. So even outside of just bone pain, take a look at here. There is a lot of stuff going on here. So you have your pinky toe. So see this nerve right here? That's called your sural nerve right here. This muscle right here, your abductor digiti minimi. So see that coming in? It goes from the heel up to the fifth toe. Up here, you have your flexor tendons. You have your extensor tendons. Right up here, you have your peroneal tendons. These are a big one right here. So your peroneus brevis inserts into the root of your fifth metatarsal styloid process, and your peroneus longus goes to the big toe. Up here, you have your superficial peroneal nerve. All these things can get injured. So this is stuff you have to look out for. One of the options to take care of this pain is start icing. So the rest, ice, compression, and elevation techniques. So if your foot's hurting, don't keep punishing it. 20 minutes on, 20 minutes off. This can really make a big difference for your foot. Your initial pain will start to go away. Compression. These are compression socks, an ace bandage, something to keep the swelling down. And number 4, elevate it. When you're relaxing and watching some TV, keep it elevated and the swelling will come down. Medications don't really make a lot of sense for outside of the foot pain. Anti-inflammatories are really good. Maybe like a Motrin or an ibuprofen. Taking about 400 milligrams every 4 to 6 hours can be good initially, but I'm not a big fan of medications. This is something to numb the pain a little bit rather than stop the pain. So the number 1 biggest thing is people start physical activities too aggressively. So the number 1 reason we see people with fifth toe pain outside of the foot pain is it's springtime, the weather's beautiful out there, and they start walking and running a lot. You really have to ease into it, especially if you haven't been exercising quite a bit in the past.
Take a look at what's happening to the outside of the foot here. Look at that. It's turning out. And right there, it's turning out. That's the fifth toe and the outside of the foot getting crushed against the side of the shoe.
You can't just start training a marathon by running the marathon. First, you got to run a few hundred yards, then ease into it. So definitely ease into activities, especially if you've put on a few pounds. If you're stiff, make sure you're doing enough stretching in the morning. Working on your hips, your lower back, your hamstrings, your calf muscles. This makes a huge amount of difference for you. This could even be the number 1 biggest and most proven thing. Because if you're tight through the back of your legs and your back, you twist out in your feet. And this causes pressure against the outside of your shoe. So make sure you get flexible before you exercise. The next best thing is get yourself a good pair of shoes. So take a look at this. Every shoe right here, as you go straight, it starts to curve in the front. So look at this curvature right here. That's where your fifth toe and outside of your foot presses. So in most shoes without good supportive orthotics, your foot twists out and rubs against the side of your shoe. So the better the shoe, the more support, the less your fifth toe presses out to the side. Also, there's something called straight last shoes. So if you look and you buy a shoe that's straighter, so this one is curving in. The curving in portion is meant more for support, but if your fifth toe is really hurting, try and find a shoe that's called a straight last shoe. This will prevent your fifth toe from impinging against the outside, especially that bump called your styloid process. Just to show you again, the outside of the shoe, it can press against this bump and this bump and this bump right here, especially if your foot twists out to the side every time you take a step. So here's your shoe. You're slamming against the edge. That is what's causing your repetitive outside the foot pain, especially if you're tight through your hamstring, your calf muscle, your lower back. If you have sore knees, your foot twists out to take advantage of that tightness, and it crushes your fifth toe and the outside of your foot. Gel pads. So fifth toe gel pads, styloid process gel pads, modifications and padding inside your shoe. These can all take a lot of pressure off your fifth toe, your fifth metatarsal, and the outside of your foot. Another one, an ankle brace. Ankle braces, if you sprain your ankle, if you have peroneal tendon problems, an ankle brace can really take a lot of pressure off the outside of your foot. Get flexible. Drop as much weight as possible. Get in as good a shape as possible. Sometimes the best thing to do is not to start running right away. Maybe cycling, maybe swimming. Drop that initial first 5 to 10 pounds if your feet are hurting. 5 to 10 pounds is really 3 to 4 times more pressure on your feet when you land during a running position. So losing 5 pounds is really 20% less weight or 20 pounds less weight on your feet. So if your feet just aren't up to it yet, lose some weight and then get back into it. So that brings us back to the idea of easing into it. Number one, if you have a nerve issue, if you have joint pain or arthritis, what can work really well immediately if you're in a lot of pain is something called the diagnostic injection. So sometimes a little bit of numbing agent can diagnose if it's really the joint that's hurting.
Hey, guess what? We have a phenomenal book. I believe this is the premier book on chronic nerve pain and peripheral neuropathy pain on the planet. I've put years of work seeing tens of thousands of peripheral neuropathy patients, working with some of the best diabetic endocrinologists, the best doctors, the best neurologists, in building out this book. For you, my viewers, we have a discount code available. Get on our mailing list and get that book down here.